ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless us, and we thank Him for allowing us and making us part of this gathering, which reminds us of our needs, reminds us of what benefits us, and reminds us how to protect our own selves, how to succeed and face our challenges that we face every day. صلوا على رسول الله اللهم صل وسلم عليه. نهى رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم عن قتل أربع دواب. Prophet ﷺ forbade us from killing 4 animals. Now, part of the manners of a Muslim is that we don't harm any living creature, in fact any plant, without any purpose. Meaning if we kill an animal, there needs to be a purpose behind it. We're not allowed to do it for fun. Unless it's a cockroach in the house, something that bothers us, something that could potentially harm us. And with the exception of certain animals, which the Prophet ﷺ told us, like a snake or a rodent, a rat, that which harms human beings. But 4, the Prophet ﷺ told us to be sure, be careful, give them special attention. 4 animals. Number 1, the ant. Number 2, the bee. Number 3, al-hudhud, what's called in English hopo. And hudhud is in the Quran, Surah An-Naml. And number 4, a bird called a surad. Now, what exactly that bird is, I'm not sure, but from the research I looked into, it's a smaller bird that has a very beautiful chirping noise. So something similar to what we put in our houses. It chirps and it has a nice tune to it. These 4 things. So it's as if the Prophet ﷺ is telling us something. The ant, if you notice how an ant works, they are an organized animal. They work together and they get the job done together. To the point where if you watch ants, you find that they're all walking the same path. They go someplace and they all go back together. That's how ants work. They're organized. The bee provides us with honey. And honey is a form, is a nutrition that has so much benefits to it, to the point where the Quran praised it and told us about it in the Quran. The hudhud, the hopo, is a very beautiful animal. Look at it. Google this. Look at how it looks. It's very beautiful. And finally, the surad, its voice is beautiful. So it's as if the Prophet ﷺ is telling us, protect these 4 things because they bring beauty. Organization is an essential aspect to beauty. Innovation and benefiting others is essential to beauty. Beautiful outer look is essential to beauty. And saying that which is beautiful is essential to beauty. So the Prophet ﷺ is telling us, preserve beauty. And what's even more interesting, when you look at these 4 categories, you find it in Islam. Organization. We pray 5 times a day. We know what times those are. Each prayer is the same. We pray behind a single imam. If the imam says Allahu Akbar, we say Allahu Akbar. If the imam says Sami Allahu man hamida, we say Rabbana wa lakal hamd. If the imam says Ameen, we say Ameen. Organization. We are one unit. When we go to Hajj, we're all doing the same thing. When we break our fast, we all break our fast at the same time. And nothing's more beautiful than going to Mecca or Medina during Ramadan. And those last 5 minutes, subhanAllah, everyone becomes quiet. The last 2 minutes, silence overtakes these 2 harams. Imagine tens of thousands, if not hundreds, if not millions of people in one area waiting for the adhan. Look, they're all looking at the food. Their dates are in front of them, the yogurt is in front of them, and the water is in front of them. They're all waiting, and they're silent. Who are they waiting for? They're waiting for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us permission to say Allahu Akbar. And then we all eat at the same time. Organization, and that brings beauty. And what's very unfortunate is the most unorganized people are Muslims. And all you need to do is drive in a Muslim country. That's all you need to do. You don't need to go beyond that. It is a struggle for the sake of Allah to drive safely and not harm someone else. Organization brings beauty. And the ant is organized. So preserve the ant. Preserve your organization. The bee innovates and produces something we all benefit from. And likewise, Islam encourages innovation. That if you do an act, as the Prophet ﷺ taught us, then perfect it. Be the best at it. When you do something, do it for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you get the blessings. When you do something, helping someone else is always more rewarding than helping your own self. To the point where the Prophet, Allahumma salli wa sallim alayhi, said, it is more beloved to him to help his brother or sister than to stay in the masjid for 1 month. Just worshipping Allah. Imagine that. To help your brother or sister, do one chore, one act, to help them out with one thing, is more beloved to your Prophet, to my Prophet, to our Prophet, to the best Prophet, than sitting in a masjid and worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for an entire month. Innovation and helping others. Preserve the bee. The hudhud, the hopo, the outer image, the beauty. خُذُوا زِينَتَكُمْ عِنْدَ كُلِّ masjid. Take your beautiful ornaments, your clothes, your garments to every masjid. When you enter the masjid, look nice. And it is a sunnah before a Jum'ah prayer to take a shower, to make sure you are clean. To wear a white gown, to make sure you look the best. To wear cologne or perfume, or cologne, not the women, I'm sorry. Cologne for men, right? To smell the best. Outer beauty is important in Islam because it sends a message. So preserve the hudhud. And finally, say that which is good. يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا اتَّقُوا اللَّهَ وَقُولُوا قَوْلًا سَدِيدًا. We say that every single Jum'ah. O you who believe, be conscious of Allah and say a sound, a good word. And the Prophet ﷺ told us, مَنْ كَانَ يُؤْمِنُ بِاللَّهِ وَالْيَوْمِ الْآخِرِ فَلْيَقُلْ خَيْرًا أَوْ لِيَصْمُتْ. Whoever believes in Allah and the Day of Judgment, then say good. Or be quiet. The golden rule in English. And the Quran says, قُلْ لِعِبَادِي وَقُلْ لِعِبَادِي يَقُولُ الَّتِي هِيَ أَحْسَنُ إِنَّ الشَّيْطَانُ يَنْزَغُ بَيْنَكُمْ. Right? And tell my servants, my worshippers, to say that which is good. Say that which is best. The shaitan is always trying to take you apart. So preserve the surah, this small bird that chirps beautifully. Beauty in Islam. Beauty in this world. But our beauty isn't exclusive to this world. The beauty of this world is only a small image of what's to come for the believer. So Ibn Abbas radiallahu anh says that there are no similarities between this life and the next, and paradise, except by names. However, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala uses what we know, rivers, mountains, greenery, trees, beauty, so that we know what's to come. The beauty that's to come. And imagine with me, for the next few moments, what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us is going to happen to the believer once they pass away. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala extend our lives and put blessings in them. When the believer passes away, he is greeted or she is greeted by angels that are beautiful. These angels come with their beauty and tell you beautiful words. Salamun alaykum. Peace be upon you. What a beautiful greeting. Not only that, Salamun alaykum, O you soul, beautiful soul that was in a beautiful body. Your actions were beautiful, therefore your soul was beautiful, therefore you are beautiful. And when they take your soul out, when they take the soul of the believer out, they come down with garments from paradise that are beautiful. And they smell beautiful. And all these beautiful angels are coming and telling this person, greeting them, excited that that person is there. That they finally got to meet that beautiful person. And they tell them, welcome, your Lord that is pleased with you is waiting for you. How beautiful is that? And you're going up, or this individual is going up, and they're getting all this greeting of beauty and happiness. And the more you go up, the more beautiful it becomes. So this life that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created for us is beautiful. There's a lot of beauty in it. And there's a wisdom behind that. So we get ready for the beauty of the next life, to encourage us to prepare for the next life. But once you enter that second heaven, it becomes more beautiful. And once you enter that third one, it's even more beautiful. And the fourth is more beautiful. And the fifth and the sixth, and the seventh is more beautiful until you reach the most beautiful thing. And that is the throne of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The ceiling of this creation is the most beautiful thing. It has to be the most beautiful thing, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala could take it as a throne. So the higher you go up, the more beautiful it becomes. And in paradise, the believers meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And there is no greater reward at all than seeing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So for the believer, everything is beautiful. And Islam brings that and caters that to you. So my dear brothers and sisters, when you desire something, that is the key. Businessmen say, you want to be rich? Desire it. Professionals of public speaking say, you want to be a good public speaker? Desire it. If you want to be a scholar, you need to desire it. If you want to invent, you need to desire it. If you want to innovate, you need to desire it. And if you want beauty, desire it. Now with all of what I said, I think and I hope we all desire the beauty Islam offers us. So grab it. Take it. It is yours. The doors to that are open and are always open and always will be open. So long as you are breathing, then you are able to take beauty. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us how to do that. He tells us where to find beauty. So if you want beauty, then سارعوا إلى مغفرة من ربكم وجنة عرضها السماوات والأرض أعدت للمتقين. Quickly, with haste, with all your efforts, race to the mercy and the forgiveness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You want beauty? That's where you start. Find the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The one in which the Prophet ﷺ says on the Day of Judgment, Muslims, right, believers, will face Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that great day where everything is collapsing. Everything around the individual is going to chaos. The sun, which you knew, is exploding. The moon, which you knew, the light is going out. The ocean is going in flames, and the earth is going asunder. This is that day. Every single creature, every single human being, every single jinn, every single animal that has ever walked this earth will be there on that day. And believers, Muslims, will approach Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and they have sin that are the size of mountains. So if you look at our mountain range right here, imagine someone, their sins are that much. And they're facing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's not easy. Yet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Prophet ﷺ tells us, Allah will forgive them. Allah will forgive them. What is the point of this hadith? Is it to say, sit back, relax, you're okay? The point of this hadith, Allah ta'ala alam, is to say, the Prophet ﷺ wants you to love Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wants you to see the beauty which is with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So race towards that and start off by asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for forgiveness. And if you ask for forgiveness, you will find it. If you take the initiative, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will help you with that. So سَارِعُوا إِلَى مَغْفِرَةٍ مِّن رَبِّكُمْ وَجَنَّةٍ عَرْضُهَا السَّمَاوَاتُ وَالْأَرْضُ, and paradise the size of heavens and the earth. You see all this universe that we have? All of this? That is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is offering it to you. He's offering that to you. Ask for forgiveness and do what's about to come. أُعِدَّتْ لِلْمُتَّقِينَ. It is prepared. It's ready. It's not going to be ready. You're not waiting for something to come about. It is ready. It has your name on it. It's waiting for you. And we are taught that there is a place in paradise for every single human being waiting for you. So imagine your name is on an area in paradise. It's ready for you. You just need to put the effort. You need to do what these verses are going to tell us to do. وَعِدَّتْ لِلْمُتَّقِينَ. Those who are conscious of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Who are they? الَّذِينَ يُنْفِقُونَ فِي السَّرَّاءِ وَالضَّرَّاءِ. They spend in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in times of ease and in times of hardship. When you have ease, spend as much as you can. As the Prophet ﷺ tells us, you don't know when a time will come where you're not in financial ease anymore. Take advantage of that. But if you're on the other side, things are a little bit hard, spend as much as you can. Right? Don't ever underestimate the reward of $1 in charity. If that's what you can give, then give it. Because the Prophet ﷺ told us that if the day of judgment starts, you're on this earth, and the day of judgment starts, and you have a seed in your hand, then plant it. You'll get reward for that. The optimism of Islam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala rewards you on your effort and not on the quantity. He rewards you for your effort, your intention, and not how much you have or who you are. So whenever you have the chance, the opportunity to give, to get reward, then take it. Desire it. And find that beauty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has ready for you. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه والكاظمين الغيظ. Those who suppress their anger. This is a hard one. Those who suppress their anger. I once was living with an individual who always get angry. I told him, you gotta stop. You're going to hurt yourself. You're gonna hurt your health. He said, no, I won't. And lo and behold, a few months later, he started taking pills because he's angry. He blamed it on me. He blamed it on me. He said, you didn't want to make me mad. Well, وَالْكَاظِمِينَ الْغَيْظَ. Suppress that anger. Because that's beautiful. Prophet ﷺ, when Aisha radiallahu anha hit the plates in his hand that was given as a gift from one of Khadija radiallahu anha's friends, she got a little bit jealous. She hit the plate. Prophet ﷺ didn't scream, you did this and why did that? He smiled, as the Prophet ﷺ always does. And he said, one plate for another. He took a plate that was by him, he said, one plate for another. That's beautiful. But anger is not beautiful. وَالْكَاظِمِينَ الْغَيْظَ. And the reward of someone who suppresses their anger is great. وَالْعَافِينَ عَنِ النَّاسِ. Oh, this is even harder. Those who forgive others. You know what? Let's start even before forgiving others. Take your grudges. We need to take our grudges out of our hearts. A Sahabi entered the gathering of the companions. The Prophet ﷺ was there. He said, right now a person will enter, and he is of people of paradise. A person entered. Another gathering. The Prophet ﷺ said, a person of paradise is going to enter. So the same guy entered. A third time, a person of paradise is going to enter. The same guy entered. So Abdullah ibn Umar said, well, who is this guy? You know, he's not the popular scholar, he's not the big name, he's not Abu Bakr Umar, right? Who have this history and did all these things and have this huge resume with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Who is this guy? Why does the Prophet ﷺ keep praising him, telling him, the reward is there for you? So he went and said, my dad, I got in a fight with my dad, he kicked me out. Can I stay with you? He said, yes, come on in. The first night, Ibn Umar was looking. This guy praying at night, maybe he's fasting, maybe he's giving charity, I need to find the secret. Didn't see anything. The second night, he looked again. So okay, maybe the first night, he was tired. The second night, same thing, he slept the entire night. The third night, the same thing, he slept. He was like, look, I didn't get in a fight with my dad, right? But the Prophet ﷺ said this, he said that you are a person of paradise. I just want to know what you do. He said, I don't know, right? The only thing I do is that when I go to sleep, I make sure I don't have a grudge against anyone. That's beautiful. That is a beautiful heart. Let it go. Let it go. Spare ourselves. We need to spare ourselves the stress and the harms of holding grudges. That's not part of Islam. Our religion teaches beauty, and our heart needs to be beautiful. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks to our heart. So keep your heart beauty, let go of those grudges. وَالْعَافِينَ عَنِ النَّاسِ وَاللَّهُ يُحِبُّ الْمُحْسِنِينَ. And Allah loves those who do good. This is another big one. Do good. Do good. Wherever you are, do good. اتقوا الله حيثما كنت وأتبع الحسنة وأتبع السيئة بالحسنة. Wherever you are, be conscious of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wherever you go, do good. Plant that seed. You never know when one good word, when one smile might change the life of a person. You never know. You never know when saying, how are you, will change the life of someone and their reward is in your book. You never thought anything of it. The most minute deed can open doors of good that you have never imagined. So do good. وَالَّذِينَ إِذَا فَعَلُوا فَاحِشَةً أَوْ ظَلَمُوا أَنفُسَهُمْ ذَكَرُوا اللَّهَ وَاسْتَغْفَرُوا لِذُنُوبِهِمْ. And whoever does an ill deed, or they did a sin, then they remember Allah and ask for forgiveness. No one is perfect. No one is perfect. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not create us to be perfect. Rather, He wants us to repent. Because that's beautiful. Admitting our mistakes. Admitting that we fell short in here. That's beautiful. And then prostrating your head to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saying, oh Allah, I messed up, forgive me. That is beautiful. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accepting your repentance and forgiving you. And not only that, changing your bad deeds to good deeds. That is beautiful. So take the time every day, every week, dedicate a few minutes to saying, Astaghfirullah, oh Allah, forgive me. Oh Allah, make me better. Oh Allah, bring me closer to you. So my dear brothers and sisters, beauty is there. Desire it and take it. Take it by asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for forgiveness, by doing good, suppressing your anger, and forgiving others. So we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant that beauty in our hearts. And what's more beautiful than having a beautiful heart? We have a few announcements. Make dua for brother or for Dr. Muhammad Ilahi, who passed away. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive his sins and overlook his shortcomings, to grant him a beautiful abode in the next life, and to grant his family patience during their hard times. Also make dua for Mateen, who is a 15-year-old boy diagnosed with leukemia, and make dua for Hamida Banu Patel, who is in the hospital. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant them shifa and a speedy recovery, and to grant them patience during the hard times, and to grant them reward for their patience and their hardships. Just another reminder, we've been having a flu season, a very bad one. If you are under the weather, you feel sick, and your illness is contagious, please don't come to the masjid. You are excused. Okay, even Jumu'ah prayer. We don't want this virus to be passed around to others. Today there's a lecture at 6 p.m. given by me called Issues Facing Your Youth. This is for the parents and college students and above. The topic is Islam. Is it irrelevant? Is it backwards? I have doubts. So please join us at 6 p.m. Here in the MPR. My OCIF Family Bowling is tomorrow, Saturday, February 10th at 2:30 at Irvine Lanes. Parents, you need to sign the waiver forms for your children. And I believe it's $13 per individual. You pay it at the bowling alley. Friday Quran class is tonight at 4:30 p.m. and my OC is meeting tonight at 6 p.m. My OC, this is a good one. So pay attention to this. It is my effort and my team's effort with the youth to always provide them with a healthy and good environment. To not only develop their spirituality and their attachment to Islam, but to develop their personality and their skills. So for the past few months, I've been holding monthly outdoor events, hiking, bowling, and whatnot. A brother from the community approached me saying that why don't we do Boy Scouts? Instead of having these random once-a-month outdoor events, we'll have a structured event in which we can talk about Islam and do other things and have cooler, if you will, events. So next week, next Friday, the 16th, we will be holding orientation. Please come and join us to see what we have to offer and make dua that this is a success. Announcements can be found on the TV outside. Allahumma ighfir lil muslimin wal muslimat wal mu'minin wal mu'minat الأحياء منهم والأموات إنك سميع قريب مجيب الدعوات يا رب العالمين. اللهم أصلح لنا ديننا الذي هو عصمة أمرنا وأصلح لنا دنيانا التي فيها معاشنا وأصلح لنا آخرتنا التي إليها معادنا واجعل الحياة زيادة لنا في كل خير واجعل الموت راحة لنا من كل شر. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless us and our families. وأقم الصلاة.